What's good? Back again with another reaction to this video. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be reacting to, you feel me? Private investigator says Celeste Rivas OD'd and David might not be charged. So everything we've been saying and they've been reacting to might not even be true, you know what I'm saying? So that's why we always keep it neutral, because you can't really go based off of what other people are saying until the facts are released. That's when you, I'm not saying pick a side, but that's when you know what I'm saying? Wait till all the facts are out. So shout out Hookah Anonymous, you know what I'm saying? Original video, link in the description like always. Let me mess with this light real quick, hold up. Yeah, shout out Hookah Anonymous, original video, link in the description. Watch to the end, like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and get your ready, start sparking that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be a good one. Maybe we checking out just to see what facts came out and what we could go with, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and check this video out, see what's up. Cause I give you all. Let's see.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but
I do know what I
know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon and community, where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube's information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member and follow us there. I always tell y'all, it's like these.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, dog. First and foremost, why is you wearing speakers on your jacket? I don't get this high fashion ish, you know what I'm saying? All the little trolling I said in my previous video about dog remains the same. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Celebrities got some type of diplomatic immunity pass,
right?
Some type of get out of jail free card. I don't know what it is, but I always tell y'all that the same rules and laws that apply to us doesn't seem like it applies to them. And today we got another example,
like the writing that goes on. You know what I'm saying?
Say that. Now, singer D4vd, if y'all have been living under a rock and you don't know what's going on, he has been accused, or he was a person of interest at first, when it would come out that his girlfriend, or alleged underage girlfriend, was found in the back of a Tesla that belonged to him, and they found it because they smelled the foul odor and said that that car had been there for weeks. Now this comes after it was abandoned up in the Hollywood Hills, where it was ticketed and it got so much.
My thing is, if bro was so in love with that girl, right, why wasn't he checking up on her? Why wasn't he aware of her, like, of her whereabouts and all that? Why wasn't he, you know, on her and all that? But again, she was still a young you know what I'm saying, little girl with a dude who's still older than her. So
tickets to the point where they just towed it. They took it to a tow lot where people started smelling something that was just crazy. And when they did their investigations, they would find that Celeste Rivas, who happens to have some type of correlation to D4vd, was found with her body in the front trunk console of the Tesla. Now, automatically, if you was an average person, you would say, well, of course, D4vd had something to do with it, because it was his car. The car was abandoned not too far from where he lived. And on top of that, everybody seen her last with him, whether it was online, social media. They had a lot of correlation with each other, in which they had an online presence that made his audience quickly pick up that the two was either dating or something closer than he made it seem. And it was weird because everybody know that Celeste was underage. Now, of course, with social media,
by a lot too, you know what I'm saying?
After this news was spread that Celeste's body was found in the front of D4vd's trunk, what did they do? They went to his music lyrics, they went to all type of pictures, and everything that pointed fingers that D4vd was sending subliminal messages that either he unalived somebody or he know of someone being unalived in the same way, form, or fashion Celeste Rivas was. And he even went as far as having a girl that looked just like her in one of his videos, where he kind of described the situation where he had to unalive a girl. Crazy. Now, of course, he used all type of metaphors and subliminals,
you know what I'm saying,
and figurative speech, but everybody,
that's like that YNW Melly Free Dog, but bro, like, he did a whole music video of exactly what happened.
It kind of picked up because we see in between the gray area. Shortly after that, police would raid his Hollywood Hills home, in which they said it didn't belong to him, but he was renting it, and it was the last known address that he had that they believed he would be at. But lo and behold, he actually was on tour, and it's kind of strange because after all this came out, he canceled all his further tour dates. Now, with all that being said, you would think that at least D4vd would be taking him for questioning. We're not sure if he did or if he didn't because it wasn't revealed to the public. But however, if it was the average person, I think we would have been locked up by now. Because usually when they don't have no suspects and
for reals, they, you know what I'm saying? If it was the average person, bro, exactly like our dog said, it would have been locked up, which is crazy.
Mind, or if they don't have no pictures, evidence, surveillance, or anything, the only thing they have to go off of is the evidence that they was given. And when you pay attention to the evidence, it seemed like everything leads to D4vd. We seen pictures of the two, and even if he don't get hit with any charges pertaining to her unaliving, at least we know that this man was dealing with her and she was underage. Her mother said that she had a boyfriend and said that the boyfriend name was David, right?
And then I think Dog was paying their parents 10 bands a month. So of course the parents are going to be cool with it. You know what I'm saying? That's 10 bands a month on top of if they're working or not. So
we will find out that she was stuffed in the front of David's car. So once again, all fingers are pointing to him, but a crazy twist has came within this case, and still David hasn't been taken into custody, and it's looking like he might not even be a suspect no longer. And this is because we will recently find out that a private investigator was actually assigned to this case. I'm assuming that it's coming from David's end, and the conclusion of the private investigation is them saying that maybe Celeste overdosed and it wasn't no foul play. But however, the reason why her body was stuffed in the trunk is because they were trying to hide the fact that she overdosed and he was messing with a minor.
I mean, if he handed her the substance, it's just like you're still unaliving her yourself because you're allowing that to happen. You know what I'm saying? It comes to a certain point where you got to take some sort of responsibility. If you handing her some, you know what I'm saying, you're a part of it. I get you trying to have fun, I get you're young and all that, bro, but like also stuffing her body in the front of the trunk, whatever, just makes you look more suspicious on top of having all your music. You know what I'm saying?
To a Fox 11 news article, it'll say, quote, while the investigation continues, Fisher believes there's a reason LAPD has said it's unclear whether there's any criminal culpability beyond the concealment of her body. Although no details have been released, Fisher thinks it's possible the young teen's death could be linked to an overdose, with the body concealed to hide a relationship between Hernandez and the 20-year-old singer. This could have been an overdose, and they panicked and hid her body because they didn't want to expose a relationship between her and the minor, Fisher said, noting that concealing the body is a misdemeanor in California. Sheesh. Now,
that's just the lawyer picking it apart. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if that's true, but
now, if you pay attention to that, right, as you can see, it seems like they're trying to let David off the hook.
Right.
But here's what I think, right? It's one thing to overdose, but it's another thing for a minor to have drugs, period.
Right.
So now the next question is, who gave her the drug? And due to her overdosing and being a minor, that person should be charged as well. I'm sure she didn't just do it herself. And if she did do it herself and that's the story that they're trying to run with, then why wasn't the police called? Why was her body stuffed and hidden in the front of a Tesla? That's not something somebody does when they're innocent. That's something somebody does when they're trying to hide something. Now, they saying that maybe it was done because he wanted to hide the relationship that he was having with a minor.
I don't buy that because there's a lot of photos and all that they're posting and they know who she is. You know what I'm saying?
But what sense does that make, right? What sense would it make for you to hide the body and make yourself look like an M suspect for taking somebody's life rather than you just being looked at as somebody that was dating a minor? Which one is more serious to you? In either way, you'll still get in trouble. Whether it was you dating a minor and you being overaged or you being accused of unaliving a minor. So yeah, something
while being with the minor, you know what I'm saying?
Right here. And they also said that the private investigator made it his business to note that concealing a body is a misdemeanor in California. Why would he need to mention that? Why would he need to highlight that? And shame on California, because how is hiding a body just a misdemeanor?
I'm gonna go ahead and start ending it right there. But yeah, like hiding a body is just a misdemeanor, and the fact that they're pointing that out is basically saying like, hey, who Mr. whatever with the judge, judge whatever, Judge Judy, you know what I'm saying? Dog shouldn't be sentenced because by law it's only a misdemeanor. So his mandatory woo should be, you feel me? So I don't know. It's just a lot of. It's just one, you know what I'm saying, excuse that it's just a narrative that they're trying to push and run with. But anyways, if y'all made it to the end, I appreciate y'all. Let me know y'all think about this in the comments below. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go.